beautiful, happy faces in this audience, perfect for this conversation. Our next guest is changing the way we think about our clothes. She charges up to $5,000 a month to help clients turn their wardrobes into tools of achieving personal happiness. The New York Times calls her the dress doctor. Dawnn Karen is a pioneer in the field of fashion psychology, the exploration that correlates between what we wear and how we feel, what our color choices say about us, and even the science behind shopping. She's coined the term dopamine dressing, and today she's showing us for free how we can wear and get a boost of mood to change our mindset and our happiness set. Please welcome Dawnn Karen to the show. I'm fascinated by the occupation. Okay, as a graduate student, you were pursuing counseling psychology.
Yes.
You then decided to combine the worlds of fashion and psychology. This has never existed before.
No, it hasn't. Maybe people talked about the psychology behind why we wear what we wear, but to declare it as a field of study, that's what I've done. That's pretty novel.
So what's the difference between a fashion stylist and a fashion psychologist?
Good question. So a fashion stylist is really dressing you for trends, your body type, what celebrities are wearing. As a fashion psychologist, I'm actually doing talk therapy, and I'm scanning your outfit, and I'm seeing how your outfit plays into how you present yourself to the world.
Okay, dopamine dressing, you say it amplifies positive emotions through your clothing. So walk us through how we can apply this, because we have 2 racks of clothing. All of these are my clothes. I tell you right now, I feel a lot different on that side of it with the color than I do when I probably wear some of these things. You have a diagnosis that you give to people, a literal prescription. I think we have it. It's a style RX. So if someone comes in, what do you say to us?
Yeah, so, well, for starters, I'll tell you, before you get out of the bed, before you go to your closet, actually do a self-check-in and ask yourself, okay, how am I feeling today? Most of the time we're on autopilot, so we're just kind of not really aware until we have a crash out moment.
So before we get dressed, we should ask ourselves how we're feeling that day?
How are you feeling?
Okay.
And how you would like to feel. And so if you want to feel more on the pep side, you're going to wear brighter colors, sequins, patterns, what I have on. Or if you're kind of feeling on the drabby side, you're kind of going to dress down.
So so if you're overwhelmed, for example, by the options in your closet, you say that that's decision fatigue.
Yes. So for decision fatigue, if I were to write you a prescription, I would tell you, hey, go to your capsule wardrobe if you're feeling overwhelmed with all these choices, and actually, you know, wear.
You say create a capsule wardrobe. What's a capsule wardrobe?
So a capsule wardrobe is basic pieces. So right here, you just have the basic blacks, you know, sweaters, cardigans, leggings, and what have you. And then you're just going to remix and repeat that, not to overwhelm you, not to do too much.
I'm gonna be Mark Zuckerberg?
Essentially.
Like, he wears this. So what does that do for us to wear the same thing over and over?
Well, it actually boosts your productivity. It's one less decision that you have to worry about. Believe it or not.
Okay. You say if you feel like you're spending too much money keeping up with fashion trends, that's a you're fashion fixated.
Fashion fixated, AKA retail therapy. We all do that. We all overconsume. So rather than just buying and having buyer's remorse, you're just going to add some stuff to your virtual shopping carts. You know, do a little virtual window shopping. Don't buy anything. Don't press the button, and scratch that itch and go chill with your friends.
Okay, so when people say, oh, for example, I feel like I'm wearing the same thing over and over. Like I have a go-to pair of jeans. I probably pull those jeans out every other day. It's my go-to when I'm home. You would not know it from the show. What does that mean when we pull the same thing out over and over?
Yeah, so that's actually repetitious wardrobe complex. It's not necessarily...
It's a diagnosis?
It really... Look, I have a diagnosis for everything. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you kind of want to, so you need to know that you do have a foundational uniform. So if you're feeling any kind of way, depressed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling happy, you have your go-to foundational uniform. But, you know, if you want to branch out, you can just go on Pinterest, go on social media, get your favorite celebrity, get their look, and go to the store with their look in mind.
Okay, so going back to, because this show is about happiness, and I mean, I'm looking at the bright colors of these clothes behind me. Is it true just, I mean, you mentioned it earlier in the conversation, but the impact that if you're feeling down of putting on a bright color, does that truly boost our mindset?
Yeah. Based on the research that I've done, it actually boosts the dopamine in the brain, and literally you can get high from dressing, believe it or not. A lot of people...
I do every day on this show. What? Every day. No, I say that because when we started the show, I was very intentional. I wanted to wear big looks because I felt like this is our show.
Yes.
I wanted to send a message. I also wanted to bring some kind of style and elegance because my tan fam is that. But I don't dress like this at home because I'm in the same pair of jeans because I'm fashion fixated. Very fascinating.
But so you dopamine dress at work, that's what you're doing.
Because I got to show up for them. That's what I got to do. All right, before you go, is there one color that instantly boosts happiness?
The yellow color.
Yellow. Everyone knew that.
Yellow.
One guy in yellow, too. He got the memo.